They asked for war, but humanity answered in a way no one could imagine. 30,000 alien warships surrounded Earth, ready to annihilate us. And then, one human ship appeared, then 10,000, 100,000, a million. They weren't just fighting, they were rewriting reality itself. Watch how humans became ghosts that even an entire alien fleet couldn't kill. The Quellisk warfleet materialized above Earth like a storm made of steel. Commander Jorvik Rain stood on the bridge of the Harbinger, watching 30,000 alien vessels blot out the stars. His fingers drummed against the console, each tap measured, deliberate. The alien transmission crackled through. "Surrender your world. You have one rotation." Jorvik smiled. It was not a kind expression. "Tell them we accept their terms," he said quietly, "though we will respond in kind." Ivran Kos, the quantum engineer beside him, glanced up from her calculations. Her eyes held something between fear and exhilaration. The mathematics had worked in simulation, but simulation was not the same as staring down annihilation. Her hands trembled as she activated the resonance lattice, buried in Earth's mantle. "Initiating probability cascade," she whispered. The first human warship appeared, then another, then 10,000 more. Quellisk Admiral Varn watched his sensors scream warnings. His 4 eyes widened in biological impossibility. The human fleet was not simply large, it was growing. 100,000 vessels, 500,000. The number climbed past comprehension. Each ship identical, each broadcasting the same quantum signature, each moving with synchronized precision that defied the laws of mass deployment. "Impossible," Varn hissed. His mandibles clicked in agitation. "They cannot have built this many ships. Our intelligence confirmed their industrial capacity. This violates all known physics," his tactical officer finished. "Admiral, they are not real ships. They must be projections, holograms." Varn's tentacle slammed against the command throne. "Test that theory. Fire." The Quellisk dreadnoughts unleashed plasma cascades that could atomize moons. The human fleet did not scatter, did not evade. The weapons struck home, and 300 human vessels erupted into brilliant fire. 300 new vessels materialized in their place. Jorvik watched the alien barrage kill his ships. He felt each death like a physical blow, even though he knew the truth. The Harbinger was real. 99 other vessels scattered through the fleet were real. Everything else was probability-given form, quantum echoes of ships that existed in superposition across 1,000,000 parallel timelines. When one echo collapsed into death, another probability branch manifested. "They are killing ghosts," Everin said, her voice tight, "but we are losing real crew with every exchange." Jorvik nodded. The moral calculus made him sick. Each destroyed echo created feedback that ravaged the quantum cores of the real ships. 3 technicians on the Harbinger were already dead from neural hemorrhaging, their brains unable to process the dimensional backlash. "Continue firing," he ordered. The human fleet returned fire. 1,000,000 weapons discharged simultaneously. The Quellisk shields, designed to withstand conventional warfare, buckled under the sheer statistical weight. Even if 99% of the human weapons were quantum phantoms, 1% of 1,000,000 was still 10,000 very real antimatter warheads. Varn's flagship shuddered. Hull breaches sprouted like wounds across his vessel. He watched his formation crumble, watched his commanders panic as their sensors could not distinguish real threats from probability shadows. Every tactical algorithm his species had developed over 10,000 years of conquest failed against an enemy that existed in multiple states simultaneously. "Retreat," Varn roared. But even as the order left his mandibles, he saw the trap. The human fleet was everywhere. Retreat vectors were blocked by ships that might or might not exist until weapons fire collapsed their quantum state. To flee was to choose which probabilities became real. The Quellisk had walked into a maze where every path led to death or surrender. Jorvik stood alone in his ready room after the Quellisk withdrawal. His hands shook. They had won without firing a shot from 90% of their real fleet. The aliens had destroyed themselves fighting shadows, probabilistic phantoms that cost nothing but human sanity to maintain. Everin found him there, staring at casualty reports. 117 crew dead from quantum feedback. We won. Did we? Jorvik asked. His reflection in the window looked hollow. We taught them that humans are ghosts, that we fight wars by making reality itself uncertain. What happens when they return with weapons designed to collapse probability? When they learn to fight the way we just fought? Evren had no answer. The question hung between them like the space between quantum states, unresolved and terrifying. Humanity had won by becoming something the Quellisk could not understand. But in doing so, they had shown the galaxy a new kind of warfare, one where victory and defeat existed in superposition until the final observation collapsed everything into truth. The philosophical cost remained uncalculated. If this story made you question the nature of survival and evolution, hit that like button and subscribe for more tales of humanity among the stars.